I heard what you were saying there. What we have been seeing in the past is that for large projects, you know, Botswana would call on foreign companies to come and do those contracts. So in this instance, 100,000 houses, really the biggest target.
It all goes down to finances. Since Hormenta Senamadi, Botswana companies, Baka Khona up to Hali, it's limited. They can't do all the 100,000. But with correct planning and availability of finances, how Hormenta Bonamadi are allocated to these projects, Botswana could do it, without help from outside.
All right.
Yep.
The practicality of this project. Other things. Skills. Raw materials. Bigger buildings. Flats as well. You will confirm that for us. In that instance, like large machinery that we will need.
For locals, we are limited, like I said, financially. You are going to need overhead cranes. Those detain, but are limited if you're talking multi-story buildings. But if you're talking double-story to three-story, we have the equipment. So if you're going to talk excavation material, how it's tatty siding, for instance. Tatty siding is a serviced village. It means how fuel siding, you are going to need to service it first. That we also have the capacity to do that, really the components of Botswana. I think maybe 24 months, if it's just building construction, I'd say the target is very, very realistic. We can do it. But if you are going to start by servicing Mahelo Amawe, I'd say we can work in phases as a government. It goes down to project management. When they phase those, okay, lady service and then how it all goes down to project management. With proper project management, these projects are very realistic, like Hormentanabu.
Right. I like the fact that you qualified it like that. It was going to be my next question to you. This 24 months. The 100,000. What strategies can we have in place? The 5-year plan, 100,000 houses. The private sector together in partnership with the government even in rural places or in places they are a bit far from civilized cities. Yeah.
I think we can also employ alternative building technologies. We have, lady price, it's a material. The further you go from the A1, the more expensive material gets. Yeah. That's a reality. So, if you do have projects there, you could employ alternative building technologies. This is where you have prefabricated houses. Other countries are doing that to accelerate construction. You do prefabricated houses. Prefabricated gore ntlo e ta e diretswe ruri ka concrete go dirwa foundation traka ha e goroga ka concrete tseo ya di folosa go agiwa go a kopangwa ebe ba ba rulelang ba tswella ba rulela gore re ntlo eo e hela mo tsatsing le lengwahela. That's prefabricated. Ebe go nna le casting situ mo ke mo le dirisang diforomo le irisa diforomo go tla go tshelwa concrete matlo ao a irile ka concrete. So ha ile gore le ira diforomo tse 10 tatsi le le dubang concrete ya lona la go tshela hela e gore le gore makoma a 10 a dirile a matlo a 10 a irile mo tsatsing le lengwahela. Those are our alternative building technologies seleng gore other countries have employed. Gona le matlo ko South Africa na dirwa le di RDP asana le bo 30 years antsa siamela go iriswe these alternative construction technologies. So gore re kgone go accelerate this program ya ga government ke gone gore re ska re bereka ka brick and mortar hela ka setena le taka hela ka gore mo le gone gona le go tsana kwa gone, but you can build the same quality if not better. A concrete walled house is even better than brick and mortar in terms of strength. Le gore go nna go le khulu mo teng ke tsala gore ko mahelong a go hisang go ka irwa gore go nne go le khulu mo teng ka go apply this kind of technology, so that can accelerate the rate ya delivery ya ga government le these triple Ps.
I like what you're saying right there. Ke sola re kengwe ya dipotso tse ileng gore Motswana wa di ipotsa gore mantu a tota a taema le baka ile gore a dirwa e kare a dirwa mo nakong e khutshwana gongwe ibile re ka boela mo gone for you to just really clarify on that or buttress on that gore khonagalo ke entseng jang ya go dira ntu ya ka o no se bua prefabricated for example ntu e leng gore ka e dira in a day or 2 or 10 days khonagalo e ka he gone ho rena le bokgoni bo le ka le rona re le Botswana gore ka dira mantu a go nna jalo a re setse rena lona ile gore e bile re ka re mme a itsetsepetse ke gore Motswana le ene a nne le tshepo le tsholohelo gore mme se re se dirang ke so se leng gore le dingwaga tse di tambana bana ba rona ba tadite.
We don't have I don't know of any mo Botswana gone yana, but this is an opportunity. It's an opportunity for me as a contractor, for ngwana go Busti, for ngwana yo go Bisete, for ngwana go go Brigade kgotsa CITF, or anyone else. Good, you don't really have to be in the construction industry. Le ngwana wa IT can just design ntlo yeo I design la di foromo about can we do this ebe go irwa one show house. After you do that one show house, this thing because you're near America, it's there internationally. On the tried and tested. It will take convincing, but I mean, we have the people who are very, very experienced in this industry. They can go around but convince about the quota or may target 100,000 show house it's something that's sustainable. I think it takes convincing. Innovation, it's a good opportunity for Botswana to start looking at these things in this project. You will have to have your own money. We go dira show house. Convince us, convince Botswana, convince government. We can do it this way.
Most definitely. Re ka tswela puisano ya rona jana re bue ka yone thulaganyo kana this project that we have in place gore gone mme ka gore go le ba go nna busy ra go bereka tota mpetshana kgaoga gore gone mme re ka reng local contractors, what do they need to make sure that they meet the demands ha re bua ka ethical codes when it comes to this sector ke eng se le gore re tshwantse gore re se ipakanye kana ba ipakanye mo what is it that the government also has to be on the lookout for? After this is done, we have the monitoring and evaluation that we'll be able to review, and that there will still be sustainability in what we would have done.
Government is a big stakeholder in this. You don't really have to trust the contract. we have Goromente, we have BHC, we have the council, we have clerks of works from the private sector, these entities, we have project managers from the private sector, from these entities. Now, for any project, quality, you need project management. They'll do the right work. Make sure contractor indemnity, professional indemnity, insurance or risk insurance. Why it's hore hanka ske kya ge sente go itoro go nna le crack ke bitso go te to thube wa ge sesha ka madi a ga go ya no le insurance ya gago. Now those are some of the things tse di ka irang gore motho a ska tsa tiro e mothofu. Gona we do have situations where we have a contractor, we ile side things tsa tsila nthahiwa side abaya go after kgweditse 4 a go tsenya invoice hela yalo. These people will not do that. Ba go batla go nna go gore ba bona gore it's quality work, me gore mentelene o ta bantsa tshwanetse go gore lene ka gore go bohelong this is project ya go mente ke mato a Botswana le bone they would have to monitor closely.
Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you very much for bringing me here.
All right, that was a conversation with Mr. Mguni, the director of CTC projects. Of course, the groundbreaking we saw on Tuesday, 3,000, the target 3,000 housing project. Of course, ultimately the target 100,000 nationally.